Matt, how easy is it? Don't even ask.
Guys, how would you like to live in a lifetime shed that's only 7 by 7? You're like, no, man, I'm not doing it. You look at. There's people that are van lifers. I tip my hat off to those folks. What if I was to tell you I knew a guy that spent 22 years in a 6 by 8 lifetime shed? He was in jail. When I was going to school, there was a guy that sat next to me and my wife. His name was Anthony, okay? He was a great guy. We went to school with him for 2 years. One day he leans over and he says, I'm not going to be able to go next semester. I go, why? What's going on? He says, I don't have the money. So he gets a job at Kroger. And I thought, well, okay, I'll see him next semester. What Anthony would do when it was break time and when it was lunchtime, everyone thought he was trying to lose weight. He was a big boy, okay? And he would walk around the parking lot and everyone was like, hey, you're doing a good job, buddy. You know what I'm saying? A way to take that bull by the horn. But what he was really doing is he was finding loose receipts that flew out of people's bags or they threw down. He would take those receipts, put them in his pocket. When he was back behind the register in customer service, when the time was right, he would find the most expensive item on the receipt and act like a customer came in and returned it, pocket the money or put the money on a gift card. Now, over about a year, Kroger finally notices, hey, we're losing huge money. How much money? About $125,000, okay? So they're watching Anthony, they're watching this other person, they're watching the manager. They know someone's stealing, they don't know who it is. Finally, they figure out it's Anthony. They get a warrant. They find Anthony at his house, but they also found his computer. What did he have on his computer? Look at, what did he have on his computer? Pornography. That's against the law. That's all I'm going to say about that. So he goes to court. He pleads down some of it with Kroger, okay? But he ends up getting 22 years. He just got out of his lifetime shed after 22 years. His shed was a 6 by 8 in federal prison. In James chapter 1, it tells us something that's so remarkable, starting in verse 15. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away by his own lust and enticed. Because of what he desired, because of what he wanted right now, okay? He made decisions against the law of God and against man's laws. No harm, no foul, but he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, cutting corners. The ends do not justify the means, because eventually there's a problem with your heart and you're going to get caught and you're going to spend time. And hopefully it's not in a lifetime shed. Hopefully it's on your knees asking God to forgive you and you're turning about face and going through life in a different manner, in a different way, getting the favor of God and praying to a God who loves you, who sent his son to die for you.